A human engineer, Rian Cole, explores a crashed alien escape pod on a lonely moon. Inside, he finds a young alien woman, badly wounded, barely breathing. Her blood is silver, her heartbeat almost gone. A strange device beside her flashes a warning: compatible blood donor required. Species, unknown. Before he can react, the pod seals shut and forces a needle into his arm. The machine begins to drain Rian's blood and mix it with hers. Rian panics. He tries to escape. He tries to stop the machine. But it won't let him go. As darkness closes in on him, he hears a soft alien voice whisper, "Human, please don't die. I need you," and then everything fades. Rian wakes inside the escape pod, weak and dizzy. The alien woman is sitting up now, alive, glowing with new strength. She tells him her name, Princess Lyra of the Vial Dominion, an empire humans have only heard rumors about. She explains that the machine used his blood to repair her failing organs. Now he carries a blood link with her, a rare biological bond Vial royalty cannot break. The moon of Varos 9 was quiet that night. No wind, no echoes, only the soft hum of Rian Cole's small survey ship as it hovered above the rocky surface. Rian stepped out, boots sinking into grey dust. His visor screen blinked with a warning. Something had crashed nearby, something big, something not human. He followed the smoke trail across the ground, heart beating harder with every step. His hand stayed close to the blaster on his hip, but he didn't draw it yet. He didn't know what he was walking into. Then he saw it. The wreckage of an alien escape pod lay half buried in the dust. Its hull was smooth silver, cracked open like a broken egg. Strange blue symbols glowed faintly across its surface. Rian had seen many alien ships before in his years as an engineer, but nothing like this. This was royal tech. Imperial grade. Extremely rare. He took a slow breath and stepped closer. The door had been blown outward. Sparks still flickered from melted wires. Whatever happened, it had been recent. Maybe minutes ago. Rian switched on his helmet light and leaned in. Smoke drifted out of the dark interior. A soft sound reached his ears. Not metal shifting. Not a machine. A voice. A weak, broken whisper. Help. Rian froze. Someone was still alive in there. He climbed into the escape pod, careful with each step. Inside, the air smelled like burnt circuits and something sweet, alien blood. His light swept across the dark until it landed on a shape lying against the far wall. A young woman, alien, barely breathing. Her skin was pale silver with faint golden lines glowing beneath it. Her hair was white like moonlight, spread across the broken floor. Her clothes, torn, scorched. Looked ceremonial, nothing like normal soldier gear. A soft silver liquid dripped from a deep wound near her ribs. Rian crouched beside her. His hand hovered over her shoulder. "Hey," he said softly. "Can you hear me?" Her eyes fluttered open, bright violet, glowing faintly in the smoke. She tried to lift her hand toward him but didn't have the strength. Her voice was a whisper. "Please, help." Before Rian could speak, a sharp metallic beep came from a device on the wall. He turned to look. A small machine, shaped like a sphere with needles and tubes, blinked red. A message appeared on its front display in alien script, but his visor translated it. Royal life support failing. Blood source required. Species, unknown. Compatible match detected. Human. Rian's breath caught. "No," he said. "No way. I'm not letting some alien machine pump me dry." But the moment he stood up to move away, the pod doors slammed shut behind him. The lights locked red. Metal restraints shot out from the floor, pinning his ankles. Another pair wrapped around his wrists before he could reach his blaster. Hey, stop. Let me out," Rian shouted. The machine extended a long silver needle toward his arm. No, don't you dare." The needle stabbed in. Rian yelled as warm liquid pulled from his veins. His vision blurred. His legs weakened. The machine mixed his blood with glowing silver liquid, then pushed the mixture into the alien woman's body. Her chest began to rise stronger. Her eyes opened wider. The lines under her skin glowed gold. The machine beeped again. Blood link process initiated. Rian felt something cold crawl up his arm. A sudden rush, like ice water flowing straight into his heart. His vision shook. He heard her voice again, soft, trembling. "You saved me, human." Then everything went black. Rian woke to silence. His head pounded. His hands felt numb. The restraints were gone. He pushed himself up slowly. The alien woman was sitting beside him, watching him. Her wound was healed. Her eyes shone brighter now, almost too bright for him to look at. She studied him with calm curiosity. "You survived," she said softly. "Good." Rian stared at her. What happened to me?" She lowered her gaze. "The pod used your blood to repair my organs. You were the only match. You almost killed me," Rian said. She shook her head gently. "I stopped the machine before it took too much." Then she added, almost quietly, "I could not let you die." Rian blinked. "Who are you?" There was a long pause before she answered. "My name is Lyra," she said. "Princess Lyra of the Vial Dominion." Rian's jaw dropped. The Vial Dominion was one of the most powerful empires in the galaxy. Humans had only limited contact with them. Rumor said. They rarely appeared in person, especially royals. "What is a princess doing alone in an escape pod on a dead moon?" Rian asked. Lyra looked away, her voice tightening. "My convoy was attacked. Betrayed. My own council sent assassins. They want me dead." She looked back at him with a serious expression. "And now, because of the bloodlink, if they find me, they will kill you as well." Rian froze. "Bloodlink? What is that?" She hesitated, then placed a hand gently on his arm. He felt warmth, too warm to be natural. "When the machine mixed our blood," she said softly, "it created a bond between us. I can feel your heartbeat. Your emotions. And you." She paused, her voice softening. "You can feel mine sometimes." Rian swallowed hard. "So, can we break it?" She shook her head. "If the bond is torn apart too fast, we both die." Rian stared at her, stunned. "So I'm stuck with you." She looked down for a second. Almost guilty. Then she lifted her eyes again. "For now," she said. A loud metallic crunch echoed from outside the pod. Rian stiffened. "What was that?" Lyra's eyes widened. "They found us." She grabbed his hand and pulled him toward the back of the pod. Rian could feel her fear through the bond, like a cold pulse in his chest. Outside, heavy footsteps approached. Shadows crossed the broken doorway. The faint hum of alien weapons filled the air. Rian whispered, "Do they know you survived the crash?" "No," Lyra said quietly. "They came to confirm." "Great," Rian muttered. "Perfect timing." The footsteps stopped right outside the door. A harsh voice spoke in a language Rian didn't understand. His visor translated. "Check inside. Bring me her crown. If she's still breathing, finish her." Lyra's grip tightened on Rian's arm. He whispered, "You got any weapons in here?" She nodded and pointed to a broken console. Beneath it, hidden under metal scraps, was a small glowing blade. She picked it up and handed Rian a compact pulse pistol. He blinked. "You're giving me a royal pistol. You saved me," she whispered. "I trust you." Rian swallowed the knot in his throat and nodded. The door burst open. Two tall alien soldiers stepped inside, armor glowing crimson. Their helmets had sharp, blade-like ridges. One lifted his rifle, the other scanned the room. Rian aimed the pulse pistol. His hands shook. Lyra raised her blade, ready to defend. The soldiers noticed them. Intruder, human male, alive. The princess. Rian fired first. A blue pulse shot out, hitting the closest soldier in the chest. He slammed into the wall, armor sparking. The second soldier turned his rifle toward Lyra. She moved faster than Rian expected. Her blade flashed golden light, slicing the rifle in half. She spun, striking the soldier across the neck. The armor cracked. The soldier collapsed. Rian stared at her, stunned. "You fight like that, and you needed me to save you." Lyra didn't smile. She looked almost sad. "My body was failing. Even a princess can die without help." More footsteps approached from outside. Lyra grabbed Rian's hand again. "We must leave. Now." The interior wall of the escape pod split open, revealing a hidden hatch. Lyra led him through it and into a narrow tunnel carved beneath the moon's surface. The ground shook above them as more soldiers arrived. Rian tried to keep up, but his legs felt weak from the blood loss. Lyra slowed her pace and wrapped an arm around him. "You are still recovering," she said softly. "Lean on me." Rian wanted to refuse, but the moment he tried, his knees nearly buckled. "Fine," he muttered. "Temporary teamwork." She didn't reply, but he felt the faint flicker of amusement through the bond. They walked deeper into the tunnels. Strange crystals glowed along the walls, lighting their path. After a few minutes, Rian's head began to throb. He stumbled. Lyra caught him quickly. "Rian," she said, voice shaking. "What is wrong?" "My head." He pressed a hand against his forehead. Feels like it's burning. Her eyes widened with fear. It's the bond. Your body is adjusting to my blood. He fell to his knees, breath shallow. His vision blurred. His heartbeat pounded in his ears. Lyra knelt next to him, holding his face gently in her hands. Stay with me, she whispered. Do not fade. You are strong. You can survive this. Rian groaned as another wave of pain hit. Lyra pressed her forehead to his, her voice trembling. Human, I will not lose you, she whispered. You saved my life. I will save yours. Even if I must chain my life to yours forever. A warm energy spread from her hands into his skin. His breathing steadied. The pain slowly faded. His heartbeat calmed. He opened his eyes. Lyra's face was inches from his, glowing softly in the dim tunnel light. Better? She asked. Rian nodded weakly, but he noticed something. Her eyes weren't glowing gold anymore. They were glowing bright, fierce white. Something was changing in her. And something was changing in him too. They reached a large cavern. Lyra guided him to a smooth rock and helped him sit. Rest for a moment, she said. I will watch the entrance. Rian leaned back, breathing slowly. But he noticed his fingers were trembling, not from fear, but from something else. Something new. Through the blood link, he could feel her emotions clearly now. Her fear, her anger, and something else. A strange, warm protectiveness directed at him. Almost possessive. He swallowed. This wasn't just a medical bond. It was something deeper, something the machine hadn't warned him about. He stood up slowly. Lyra, what exactly does this bond do? What else should I know? She didn't face him. She stared into the dark tunnel, blade ready, shoulders tense. It connects us, she said. Mind, heart. She paused. And life. If you die, I die. If I die, you die. Our fates are one now. Rian felt the weight of her words hit him like a punch. So, I'm stuck with you forever. She turned to look at him. Her eyes glowed brighter. Yes, she said softly. But I do not mind, Rian Cole. He felt a chill run down his spine. Before he could reply, the ground shook with distant explosions. Heavy footsteps echoed through the tunnels. Lyra stepped closer to him, gripping his arm tightly. They found us, she said. Rian's heart pounded. Lyra leaned closer, her voice low, almost a whisper. I will not let them take you, she said. Not after what you gave me. Her fingers tightened around his arm. And then she whispered the words that froze him in place. You are mine now, human. And I will not let you go. The lights in the cavern flickered. More soldiers approached. Rian felt his pulse quicken, but it wasn't just fear. Something inside him was changing. Something tied to her.